Hi everybody, my name is Tom and we do a quick video review for Portal Stories ML, a mod for Portal 2 that features a playtime of about 6 to 10 hours according to the developers, and that is a team of 8 people, by the way. Imagine that is absolutely awesome. It features like a new soundtrack, complete new maps, some new models, new textures, things like these, and it's totally a very cool experience. So I recorded my full playthrough and we just wanna quickly skip through that like really quick, and I just want to tell you my experiences that I had during the gameplay. So first of all, we start in this train that drives a bit around into the Aperture Science building, I guess, and after we reached our destination, we can walk a bit around. We will have a very long drive in this elevator here, and that's kind of my first point that I didn't like too much. Like the first 10 minutes, you see now, like we hit about the 10-minute mark right here. They basically consist out of walking and staying and looking around. I mean, of course, here in this elevator you have absolutely tremendous view that is absolutely awesome what you see right there. But I mean, when I play a shooter, I want to kill somebody in the first minute, you know, and when I play Portal, I want to shoot a portal in the first minute. And that was a bit not my style, to be honest. I thought it's just, I mean, it's impressive what happens right there, but it's not like this really wow intro, except for the view and how everything looks and so on. But it's like there is no action at all, there's nothing exploding, it's just like you stay there and like, yeah, and these guys talk and talk and talk. First of all, I wanted to do a let's play actually, and then you kind of should shut up when somebody else is talking, and I noticed I was not talking at all because Cave Johnson and I forgot the name, damn it, you know, the other guys, they talk basically all the time, which is a good thing. It's a good thing because then it's less boring. But well, you know, I was just, I think the intro was just missing either some action or maybe already shooting a portal or something like that. It's basically the whole intro just survives by the awesome looks. So for example here, I mean, this is underground and it's looking like a landscape. Actually, this reminded me of Resident Evil, I think a third or fourth part, I don't remember, where they also have these underground landscapes, and that is no question, this is totally awesome looking, but I don't know, I mean, it feels like not like Portal, it feels like a game where you walk around and look around, you know, so that was a bit disappointing. Then here we already have the first cutscene, and these cutscenes occur every now and then, and that is absolutely awesome. I was surprised a lot by this. It was absolutely cool and really impressive. Especially here, I mean, you have to sleep in this little chamber or capsula thing, and I mean, you can imagine very well how this would be. I mean, I would not sleep at all in this tiny thing, and then a second later I actually noticed that this is about sedation here, so they kind of gas you or something like that. I actually looked at it. Here, there we have it, to the bottom right, so I kind of, yeah. Alright, that's how you sleep in that shit. Alright, so it was 1952, we saw some really nice models like old cars, actually even a car that was driving there. That was extremely impressive, and so far, really cool, just the layout, the first 15 minutes, and like the cutscene and everything, really awesome, but basically you did nothing besides walking around. And right here we already see our new Portal device. It's just a bit of different look, it also has some funny element with here, the little thing that I totally don't know what this is called. Let me quickly translate it. I mean, we brought some time. Paperclip, there we go. Alright, just gonna improvise a bit. Yo, really fun stuff. It looks like the 1952 model, definitely. So, yeah. Nice. Story-wise, fits in. And we finally face our first puzzle. We have some turrets now right there that actually don't seem to make a lot of sense in this office type of building or whatever it is. And okay, but yo, finally, first puzzle, and I was struggling a bit because I did not see the switch for the speed gel right there. So I actually tried to, do we see it? Yeah, here it is. I tried to jump down into the portal, which did not work because of the gel dispenser was in the way. So yeah, I wasted quite a bit of time with that solution, but then finally got it. Really, the problem was just I did not see the switch, but that is just me. I mean, I'm sometimes really freaking stupid. Alright, then we came to the next area here where we had to enable the power and then press two switches at the same time using portals. I think pretty straightforward stuff that you kinda have seen already probably while playing some custom maps. And here we see now that the action is really popping in, so exactly what I was missing in the beginning, this action like explosions and things falling apart, that is happening now, so I was really happy with that. I also like how Virgil, I think it's Virgil, yeah? I just call him Cave Johnson 2.0 sometimes because he introduces himself as Cave Johnson as far as I remember. And yeah, he always talks to you, he helps you a bit. He, for example, says back then up there, he said you can turn the power on and off and you actually have to do this, so you're not completely lost and you never feel alone when there is somebody with you that is talking to you. So he gives you always some tips, and it's like you play a co-op type of game, although it's a solo game, and that makes it much more enjoyable, I gotta say. So I think every good game, or also a mod, should have some kind of NPC following around, talking a bit with you and so on, just so that you don't feel that alone, and that is suddenly way more fun, and exactly that was made here. I mean, there is like, how many lines were spoken here? I don't know, there is like 2 hours maybe of voice acting here, and that is absolutely great, really, really cool. Now here we are at the first puzzle. We start with the underground theme, some gel puzzles, and you notice quickly, well, it's not too easy, so you would expect some learning curve, you would expect some easy puzzles first, but that is not really happening here, and that is maybe a bit shocking for casual players or players that maybe just finished the normal Portal 2 and then they come and play this mod without playing any type of custom map before. They may be a bit shocked by the difficulty. So what I would have wished maybe was a bit of a difficulty increasing curve. Maybe it is done, but if it's done, it's like from, let's say, from a 6 of 10 to a 7 of 10 in case of difficulty. For me, it's fine. I mean, I played like, I don't know, 500 custom maps maybe, solo and co-op together. So for me, it was totally cool and totally fine. Me personally, I thought the difficulty is actually perfect, just perfect. As I've said, between maybe 6 and 7 out of 10. That means it's not easy, so yeah, like you need to think a bit. I mean, you see me running around here sometimes like an idiot, totally not knowing what I have to do. But a 6 or a 7 out of 10 also means that it is not frustrating, so you can progress all the time, at least if you have some experience with the game. And as it's a mod, as you need to have the original game, I think you have some experience. And I think even new players should be able to solve the puzzles here. Alright, so far so good. So I think we don't need to watch all the full puzzle here. I guess you shoot gel out of there and then, you know, you pop over there. I already saw some video where a guy showed how you can actually go to some kind of goat, I think, or something like that, on some kind of area that yeah, I guess it's an Easter egg, whatever. Well, I did not see that. However, what I want to say, very good choice of the difficulty. That is really, really well done. Let's actually skip this test. I think we have seen most of it. We can maybe watch some other test. Also here, I remember this. Yeah, here we see it. I mean, you have these common puzzle combinations like speed shell and jump shell, so I guess it's definitely not too hard, to be honest. And I read some reviews and a lot of people actually say it's really hard. And yeah, I mean, it's challenging, but I mean, come on, easy games are boring, so really the difficulty is absolutely perfect. Alright, let's skip a bit ahead. For example here, yeah, this test, I was again here struggling a bit, like was not sure what do I have to do. It took me quite a bit of time, not too much time, like maybe 5 minutes to see what it is to do, and then you do it and then you have it. That is just perfect. It's perfect. Alright, what I want to say is this is a mod, so it was announced as a mod and I downloaded it, and I of course have some expectations. I thought, what could it be? And we know some mods that everybody knows, like Counter-Strike, for example, a mod of Half-Life, or I think, I'm not sure, but one of these very popular games, I think Dota 2 maybe? I don't play these kind of MOBA games and stuff, but I think Dota was originally a mod as well, wasn't it? Maybe not, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Or League of Legends? No, that's not a mod, is it? No. Anyway, one of these two games, I think, is actually a mod, and yo, I just imagine a mod is different than the original game. That's actually what I want to say. So, like Counter-Strike, completely different than Half-Life, yeah? I guess we can agree on this. So I expected something that is still Portal, but different. Like what I expected, actually, or what I was hoping for, was a new puzzle element. Like we have gel, we have this bridges, we have funnel, and so on. We have all of this, and I was just hoping for a complete new thing. I don't know what it could be. Even if it would have been this gravity gel where you walk on it and then gravity kind of changes. That was kind of planned, I think, for Portal 2, but then removed because people were confused. That would have been absolutely awesome. Something like this. And even better than a new gel would have been a complete new element. I cannot think of one. I don't know what you could do. It's really hard to think of something, but that would have been absolutely tremendous. And I know this would be a ton of work, if it's even possible. I mean, you kind of need to write a whole new thing, a whole new element. And yeah, that is hard, but I was a bit disappointed at this point right here, where I noticed that, yeah, this is probably not going to happen. I mean, the theming is the same, which probably has to be the same because of the story, but the theming is the same. I still shoot only 2 portals and not like 4 or something like that, like portal A1 and A2 and B1 and B2 or something like that, which could be done. Yeah, and it's basically Portal 2 I play here, and I just have another character, another portal gun, but it's just the model being different. And I have this voice acting, new characters, okay so far, but the gameplay, the game experience itself in its core, my cam is so much zoomed in, fuck that, man. The core experience of the gameplay is just a custom Portal 2 map. So I could imagine I play exactly this here in the workshop. Like I download this map from the workshop, and that was a bit disappointing because like this it kind of feels like rather like an expansion and not like a mod, and therefore my expectations were actually not met, and I'm really sorry to say this, but I was a bit disappointed in this case because yeah, just a new portal gun model and new characters is kind of not enough for me to completely blow my mind, you know. So I would have loved if there was some new puzzle element or just a whole new theming or something never seen, like not in this underground distracted and normal test chamber things. I mean, we have seen that in the 2 billion workshop maps, so yeah, that would have been really cool. Yo, alright, then right here, the spot where we have just been, you see how much fun and humor is in this game, like Virgil, I hope the name is correct, I'm really sorry. He says like you can solve this crazy test chamber thing flying around above hole gaps and so on, but you cannot open a single door and so on. So a lot of jokes in the game, a lot of fun in the game. It's really cool, it's really entertaining, and again they always talk to you, so you never ever feel alone. Alright, right here I had a little bit of a problem because I did not see the white surface on top. We see it just in a second. There are a little Easter egg towards Half-Life 3 there, also very nice. And yeah, that is a problem that occurred quite from time to time, especially in the beginning. It is like the searching of the white tile or the white platform or the white wall, and when you find it, you know where to go or how to solve the puzzle. So the puzzle is actually not like finding out, like you don't. A good puzzle, let me start over. A good puzzle, I think, is when you see what you have to do and then you have to figure out how to do it, you know. And here it's just like, yeah, where do I shoot my freaking portal to continue? So I just did not see the white surface. I think it's about time to look at it here. Guess now to the left here, this, yeah, I actually shot a portal there already, didn't I? Whatever. Yeah, I knew I have to go on top of this puzzle there, or the test chamber across the room, and I just did not fucking see how I would fling there. It was also clear that you have to fling, so the how was already clear, but just not what is the goal was not really clear. Well, it was also clear, actually, because I knew I have to go on top of the test chamber. But I think I know what you mean, you know. It's just, you know, I need to go there, I need to fling, and it's just like the white tile is not there, so where is the white tile? Oh yeah, it's behind you. Well, at some point I see it then, but you see I'm like 15 minutes trying out here, and that just feels a bit stupid sometimes. And yeah, later on, some guy in a review called this the hunt for the white platform, I think. We see it later on then, where it's a bit more clear what I mean by this, because I would actually sign this. Alright, so we have a lot of underground tests here. The area is often open. That is really cool. Like you have, each level consists of 3 chambers here, I think, in this chapter. And right here, for example, you can see the exit, you can see the entrance, you can see what you did previously, you can see what you did after, what you do afterwards. And that's really nice. I totally liked it. How open the whole thing is, and because everything is a bit destroyed sometimes, mostly, no, not always, but yeah, you can see through all the distracted walls and so on to the outside, and that is really cool. Makes it really nice. Alright, then I think, is it here? Yeah, it is here. I have to show you something in this room, which I actually really liked. Yeah, alright, maybe you have a better picture. Well, it's hard to get it. Alright, anyway, let's just, yeah, here, let's take this one. No, wait. Sorry. Give me a second there. I'm really sorry. Look to the right. Look to the right. Yeah. Alright. A bit more? Maybe? No. Alright. Let's take this still image here. So, in this room you make blue gel, you make orange gel, you use the blue gel, and then you get the orange gel. And it's pretty clear you have to go on top here, where I show with the mouse. And the problem for me was I had a portal there and shot gel out of it instantly, you know. So this thing got covered with orange gel. And the solution is actually you shoot a portal there on the ground, and then you fling up by just running here, getting speed, going through there, coming out of there, going up. So that's the solution. The problem is, when you are new to this, first time you play this, you don't identify this directly as a white surface, just because the texture here is a bit glitchy, because it's portable, I guess, or whatever. And here it took me like 15 minutes to actually find the solution, just because I did not see that this thing here is portable, because I shelled it by accident. It just happened, you know, and that is kind of bad. That annoyed me quite a bit. So I would definitely make like a little red arrow here or something to show that this thing is actually portable. So I think that should not happen, because that is just a bit crappy, to be honest. That is really crap. Like, I mean, why should I get punished just because gel got shot out of there? I mean, you know. Yeah, I didn't like it. And then also I could make blue gel here and jump on this tube that I'm actually standing on. It goes like around here. And I thought like maybe that is the solution. It was the only thing I could think of. But I couldn't continue there as well, especially I did not need the orange gel for this. So yeah, I really had to go back to the station where you activate the orange gel and then think of, okay, when I go back out of the room, where do I look at? So what does the mapper want me to do? Where does the mapper want me to look at? And it was, yeah, up here. So it had to be something in this part here. So I came again with the idea of the blue gel, but this could not be because you activated the orange gel. So it's time for orange gel. And then I really looked close here, and then I saw, oh, the texture here is weird. Why is that? Can we shoot a portal there? Oh yes, we can. And yeah, that was like, ugh, why the hell? You know, I really did not like this specific thing right there. Okay, then we go up there, we continue, put some levers and some vault doors open, and then we come to the next chapter, where we have this awesome view here from the bottom. We are at the bottom of all these test chambers, and this is really epic. I liked that view a lot. But here now, it's exactly that thing I mentioned earlier. It's like, where do we go? Well, let's just find the white surface, and we probably have to go there. So, yeah, you look around until you find a white surface, then you shoot 2-3 portals, one fling, and then you're there, where you need to go. Alright, here is our Virgil. I so much hope it's correct. That could be very embarrassing for me otherwise. Alright, and then now we reached the next theming, like just a standard test chamber theming. Also, yeah, somewhat, well, I mentioned it already, it's somewhat disappointing because, yeah, just same textures like we have in the original game and everything and all of this. Would have liked some new theming, as I've said already, but so I don't want to get repetitive. Also, the test style here is really cool. I like it a lot. It's very, very cool. Again, difficulty just perfect. Not too hard, not too easy. And yeah, just great. Just absolutely great. There are always some minor things that feel a bit, yeah, I don't want to say weird, but yeah, more like not professional, you know. For example, here, this bridge, or this stairs, whatever you want to call it, I was like, holy shit, why is that there? I mean, real people go up into a funnel that is 1 unit high, like this, you know, so, fuck that stairs, man. So, yeah, you know what I mean. It's just when something is not needed or not necessary, or you can skip something, the map doesn't feel good all of a sudden. I don't know what it is, it just is like this. So yeah, make the funnel 1 unit higher or something like that. And the stairs as well, of course. And also here, a map where you have to think. I mean, you cannot just go through and basically one shot this map. You have to think a bit, but still you can progress. It's never too frustrating here as well. Even a bit easier. You see quite quickly that you actually have to make the cube jelly. And here I would like to show you something, because I kind of bugged that, I think, or glitched it. So let's quickly skip through a bit, just a bit. Come on. I'm sorry for this. Maybe I should have prepared some stuff here. It's really itchy, so when I moved here for 1 pixel, it goes like 1 minute ahead, so easy to miss things. Also here that you can go down there, explore stuff. It's just really awesome. It's so much detail in this level design. It's absolutely awesome, definitely. Alright. Holy fuck, come on. What the hell? Alright, I think here. So anyway, what happens is I shoot a portal there and I can actually go through this portal and then come out of orange. Especially if I make orange on the roof. I think I'm doing it right there. So you may be interested of that. Alright, it just works. I don't know if you have to see it, if you need to see it. And even there I had some issue, I don't know what exactly it was, so I thought, okay, I have to restart, but because you have the cube already up there, you can really shorten everything. So there is like a shortcut, and that is always really nice. Alright, there we have it. So you can go through, and by just looking at it physically, you would say you cannot go through or should not be able to go through. Okay, we have here this variety of tests. I think we can skip them a bit. I just want to say 2-3 things. First of all, in this map, I think the soundtrack loop is not really done correctly. Like when the soundtrack ends and then starts again, because it's in a loop, the ending and the beginning totally do not fit together. So maybe you can check on that. It's just, yeah, a little short issue there. Then here, this map also felt not so convenient. I mean, I basically solved it, you know, get the lens and the cube and all of this, and then I'm up here. It's already too late now, I think. But before I went up there, I actually put the lens not down there where I look at, but on the other side, like at the start where the bridge origin is, and then I basically had to start nearly all over, and it was just like 30 seconds of extra work, but it would have felt better if there was some kind of shortcut for this one here as well. This puzzle here, really awesome, one of my favorites actually. That one is absolutely awesome, and good job is all I can say. So let's just skip a bit. Then here we are suddenly, all of a sudden, again in this outside area. So the whole gameplay experience is really versatile. You have the start in 1952, then all of a sudden you are in the future, let's call it like this, and then you have the destructive puzzles, always with a bit of variety in them. Then you go outside, you come to the normal test chamber thing. Here we are again, like in this somewhere, I don't know where we are, but it's no direct theming, I would say. It's just these typical Portal 2 doors and props and all of that. Really cool. And this puzzle here, I enjoy this a lot because you have to do it 3 times, but every time something is different. That is absolutely cool. Like it a lot. And here I don't know if I killed the turrets correctly, by the way. You have a laser, you have a lens, so you think of using the lens to kill them, but this way it just seemed kind of easier. Here a little thing that annoyed me a bit. I think I have to go back a bit, so it's really hard to find a specific point in the video right there. Yeah, we should see it in a second. We are just at 4 times speed, so I go in, I look a bit around, and then I drop down. And when I drop down, I cannot come back up. At least I think I cannot come back up. And there is also a little graphic issue, you will see it. So I think you always should be able to go back. You see the graphic issue there. The white texture is actually fading out, getting invisible when you look somewhere there in a weird way. And yeah, I search for any portal I can shoot, but I cannot find one. And whenever this happens, when you get trapped, basically a map would automatically get a dislike from me in the workshop, and that is really sad right there. Maybe I just did not see it. That can be, I don't know. Alright, so, but besides that, cool puzzle, 3 times in a row, the same puzzle. That is absolutely awesome. And yo, really good job. And we reach the distracted theming, finally. It's by far my favorite, so I really enjoyed reaching this spot right here. Virgil is also saying some cool quotes here, like it says password. Let's guess the password. Password. You know, stuff like that. I actually waited on purpose to hear all the password guesses he does. That was really cool. Here, as always, shitload of detail and shitload of decoration and everything in the maps. Really well done. Just how all maps, no matter what place you are in this game, all maps, all places look absolutely awesome. That was just outstanding. I think it's really cool. Well, here, that puzzle, I don't know, I think I did it the intended way, but I didn't like the intended way. So let's get a sharp picture. So cube is falling down here, and I just shot the funnel like here, then here, then here, then here, and you know, get the cube to my side this way, and then when the funnel was here, I could just grab it. And that was a bit, I don't know. It's not such an elegant solution, I would say. So here we can see me doing it. I actually failed the first time. Also something that did not feel that nice, like I'll get sucked in by the funnel right now as I try to grab it, because I shoot the funnel very close to the edge, so I have better chances grabbing the cube. And yeah, there was no way back, and things like these always feel a bit inconvenient, but it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. And yeah, the solution just doesn't feel that elegant, so I don't know. In this map, I was quite surprised to see the bouncing across walls again. That was really cool, because usually you think, okay, we had that will not be in the game anymore, but it is, and that's really cool. Yo, I had a bit trouble reaching the exit in this map until I kinda just, once more, the solution was shoot a portal. You know, you shoot a bridge on top and you jump, so it's not really difficult, but yeah, sometimes I need hours for such easy things. Now, this map here, I have to say something about this map. This one, for my taste, is way too easy compared to the previous one and to the next one. I basically, like I said before, one-shotted this map, so I kind of analyzed it a bit, like where is the cube dropping, where is the exit, okay, the exit needs a cube. You look a bit around, you test a bit, and well, then I just went through in one turn, like, okay, put the cube there, get sucked in the funnel, then destroy the cube, a new one spawns, and you have it for the exit, and so on and so forth. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, just my feeling. Maybe I was a bit lucky to solve it that quickly, but yeah, it felt just like wrong in place. It felt like way easier than, as I've said, the map before and the map afterwards, and that feels weird in the end then. So yeah, I'm not sure if this map isn't indeed too easy compared to others. Alright, there we go. So just as a feedback, maybe it is too easy. Like here, in this map you have a quote where you say, well, many testers rate this map as the hardest, some cruel scientists have done it, and I thought like, oh, was that Mevius? Was that Mevius? And as it turned out, in the credits he was not even mentioned, so I was a bit surprised, because I thought he always works on these big projects. But okay, fine. Yeah, it was indeed the hardest map, I thought. But still okay, like maybe 7.5, maybe 8 of 10. So still not like too frustrating, and I really enjoyed playing this one, especially once you then had solved it. So really good job on that one. Alright, so let's skip that. I think we don't have to discuss each puzzle in like detail. I don't even know what this test right here was about. Oh, that one, yeah. I mean, what should I say? It's basically the same with every test. Very good, awesome design, awesome puzzles, very cool. Totally enjoyable. And then also here the thing with the bridges was really cool. Could be my favorite puzzle actually, almost. But I had one issue here, and I need to show that to you, because I was fucking freaking out. I hope I can find it. Otherwise I just tell you. Did it happen here? Or did I finish there? Yeah, alright. So what happened? I brought the first cube up here, and because the buttons only open the exit and I need both cubes to exit, I don't put it on the cube slot, which triggers the save game, but I just throw it there, and then I go back to get the second cube with a portal. Orange up there, blue there, go up, finished. And then this happens. And this is a pure troll. This is like, haha, you suck. And I mean, if a 12-year-old does that, it may be okay. He may have fun with that. He just gets a dislike. Also, this map would get a dislike right at that moment. And yeah, you know, that sucks. I mean, I saw then later on that the save game indeed triggers when you put the cube onto the cube slot, but why should you do that? Because you need both cubes anyway, so you know. Maybe, yeah, whatever. So, why is there water anyway? I mean, it's just it sucks. Alright, then this map, I played this map earlier. Actually, I think it was T-Mast, I guess, then, that sent me an early version of this map. And I already gave some feedback on this one, like, when you go up there by shooting a portal here and there, and then you get the funnel, and the funnel comes instantly out of there, it's a bit inconvenient. That was obviously not corrected. But yeah, whatever. The main critics on this map is actually that it's hard to keep overview of what the two buttons exactly do, because they are very dynamic. So like when you have the cube on the button behind, the other is not doing something completely different, but it's just different, and that makes it kind of hard to keep the overview. Although the whole system is not complicated at all, that's not what I want to say, but it's just hard to keep overview, especially with the last red fizzler there. Like, which button was that again? And does the other button need to be pressed as well, and so on and so forth. So it's just a bit hard to keep overview, but overall, very good puzzle. Then this one here, this one again, I don't know, it may just be me, but this one feels easier than the previous one and the next one. Again, not super easy like the one with the funnel before, but it just feels like a bit of drop down in difficulty. You know, I don't like that. But it could be just me, because, well, I played this map also before, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a cool puzzle though. It's freaking cool, really cool, especially the horizontal cube dropper is totally awesome. Here, the troll puzzle, I of course solved it, and that one is actually also really cool, because you think you have to put the lens on this button because the laser is shooting there, but you don't have to, and so on. It was a bit hard to see what the laser catcher is doing because the anti-line is actually broken. Yeah, so I thought the button actually opens the exit and not the laser, and yeah, never mind. Alright, then we are already here at the cube factory towards the end. That was a really enjoyable part with all the I call this outside theming, like with the catwalks and so on, you know, outside of test chambers. That was, again, a lot of detail, and here this part always reminds me to talk of the lighting. That is totally awesome. I mean, not only here with all the shadows, but it's a good example. I mean, everywhere you have these lights that, yeah, create these shadows, and that looks just awesome. Yo! So this part was okay. I got a bit lost the first time, but it was totally fine. And here, this part reminds me of Resident Evil again. I mean, we are here, and the computer, the core, whatever, is behind that door there, and in the hallway between are some laser thingies that kill you. I mean, isn't that inspired by Resident Evil? Holy shit. Also, the first room I think we are going to. Holy crap, where am I now? Yeah, here. I mean, these lab things. Isn't that looking like in Resident Evil 1, where they created the virus thingy, and here it's even chemical stuff? Ooh, I don't know. Whatever. So, also here in the end, it's really cool. I just want to say how you never feel alone once more, because Virgil is telling you here exactly what to do, like enable power and then open the doors or whatever, and then reprogram the turrets and so on. So you kind of know the plan and you know what to do. So it's really cool. I mean, usually you just follow the path where the door is open, which you could also do here because always only one door is open. But you had exactly an idea of what you do, and all the doors were written like generator room and turret room and so on. Right. So, yeah, first of all, we enable the power here. We have some turret stuff, and we have to take cover of the turrets. Then we go back. Then here, we have some, like, we are on the outside, but still interact with the test chambers on the inside. And the test chambers are actually partially deactivated, so like the buttons and everything do nothing. That's pretty cool. And yeah, the solution there was just to suck yourself in through the funnel with the help of the white surfaces of the first test chamber there, and that took me hours to see that. So let's skip that a bit, and here with all the turret thing, like the turret reprogramming, and here taking cover, that was pretty cool. I thought that texture, that specific texture right here, that was a bit cheap, or is cheap. I gotta say it, sorry, that is really, really cheap. Then here, I just had a bit problems actually finding how to continue. I totally did not know what to do. I tried to jump on the other side there, here to the left, which kind of failed. To be honest, I cannot remember how I continued here in the end. I probably shoot a portal up there again. Yeah, it's probably once more shoot a portal. Alright. So we reprogrammed the turrets, pretty cool, like how you put the new computer thing, like this texture into the scanner and so on. That's really nice idea, very well done. Then you have like 5 minutes to destroy all the computers, while ancient turrets kind of start to annoy you. So the end boss fight, I would say, well, it's not really hard. I mean, people like me still manage to die because there is a surprising second turret, but it's fine. And, yo, it took me obviously 3 attempts because I did not know how to fling into the second room right there. But, yeah, it's again, I did not see the white tiles. I'm not so good at seeing white surfaces. But it's fine, the end boss fight is fine. It's just sometimes a bit inconvenient to place the turrets, like this one just shot the first 3, and then while I hold it, it doesn't shoot consistently. Sometimes it does, but you cannot count on that, and that's a bit sad, so but totally fine. Overall, the end boss fight is really, really cool. So my impression overall was really awesome of this mod, so I definitely give it a thumbs up on the Steam reviews. I can recommend it to everybody. It's just, you need to be aware that it may not be something for people that cannot finish 6 out of 10 difficulty maps. You need to be aware of that. And besides that, there is a lot of love and a lot of work in this, so you won't be disappointed, definitely not. The gameplay experience, as said, really awesome, really cool, really fluid, versatile. You are never bored by a certain theming or something like that, so that's definitely awesome. The puzzles, as said, maybe a bit too difficult for some people, but I don't see it that way. I see it that the puzzles are challenging but not frustrating, and that is exactly how it should be. So the puzzles are just perfect, yeah. And the design, the details in the maps, just very, very cool. There is not a single spot that was forgotten about decoration and stuff like that. So every single place is just perfectly done, and somebody has thought of what do I put there and where, and how many grass thing and whatever goes where, you know. So that was done absolutely great. Then the music, the Portal music is just a problem at its own, and I'm talking of the original Portal 2 music. I mean, that electronic, repetitive bullshit is just driving you crazy when you hear it for 2 hours. Like this do 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 do. The original Portal 2 soundtrack is totally driving you crazy when you hear it for 2 hours in a loop. And the same problem occurs here. I mean, we have very, very sharp, aggressive synthesizer sounds sometimes in the soundtracks. For example, in the credits, in the end, there is this very aggressive tone, you know. It's like not a soft piano, not a do 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 do. It's more a you know what I mean. And when you hear that for like 20 minutes in a loop, yeah, you kind of turn the music off because it drives you crazy. So I mean, you think of the solution, you stay still, there is silence, and then there is this aggressive music really disturbing you. So I think sometimes the style of the music is wrong, chosen wrong, even in the original game. So I would prefer some smooth jazz or something. Seriously, no joke, yeah, seriously. So yeah, I'm not too happy with the music overall, but mostly I wouldn't complain. It was just like twice, I think, that it occurred that these sharp, aggressive synthesizer sounds annoyed me, but usually actually they didn't, I think. So yeah, I didn't notice the music too much. I think that's a good sign, and I just noticed the music for sure once, and that was when I started the game in the menu, and that was actually sounded good. So I think the music overall is okay, but sometimes annoying, gotta say it, unfortunately. Alright, I think when now Virgil talks all the time, you probably cannot hear too much what I say in my conclusion. So about talking about voice acting, I think it was done really, really well. So very good job. I mean, it was funny. Also, the content of what was said was really versatile. So I totally enjoyed listening to Aegis and Virgil, and I think it's, yeah, the voices are very warm and sounding nice, and it's like a friend is talking to you and not some bullshit dude, you know. And so I think the voice acting is really, really good. Really. So some guy in a review wrote it sucks, but I think it's totally cool. Alright, and what else do we have? I think that's about it. So overall, I would say this is really good. The only thing I missed is something that makes it really different from the original Portal 2, like maybe a new puzzle element, as I've said. Or, I mean, if you just... there is not even reflection gel in there, and so on. You know, so some new things. I mean, people had a lot of stuff like devices turning cubes into balls, and these guns that shoot paint, you know, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it is basically there, and yeah, nothing of this was used, and also nothing new. I mean, there are some new elements like extinguish fire with water, electrified water. Yeah, these are there, but it's not that mind blowing. It's like not that really new thing, or you know, some cube teleportation thing. I don't know, something like that. I really would have liked to see that. And besides that, basically perfect except for the music. I'm sorry, I feel so bad saying this. I mean, there's so much work put into this. Some music just annoyed me, I have to say it. Yeah, but not that you freak out. This is also the case in the original Portal 2, so this should keep you calm. So I think it's just the style of the music that actually causes that, and not how the music was composed and so on. You know, so voice acting perfect, gameplay really cool, everything cool. Just the new stuff, the really, wow, that's new. That was a bit missing. Good, very good job. So definitely check this out, Portal Stories Mel. If you haven't yet, it's free. You just need to own the original Portal 2 game, and then you can have your fun here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. See you.